Hello and welcome back to the place where we ask lots of questions while looking at our everyday struggles. Do you stand up for yourself? If you do, well done you. And if you don't, what do you think could be holding you back? I know it can be an uncomfortable question to ask, but it's an important one. It's helping you to understand you instead of being programmed by the status quo. How often do you find yourself wanting to speak up or assert yourself, but you don't? Why? The only thing I can think of is that there is fear. Fear of conflict or fear of being judged? Do you fear that standing up for yourself might cause problems or lead to a confrontation that you're not ready for? I know confrontations takes a lot of energy and it's draining. Fear, they say though, is false expectation appearing real. I know all about it. I've been wanting to go on camera for months and I did New Year's Eve. I didn't like it very much, but I'm gonna do it. Why? Because I believe I have to. Hold me accountable, so I have to. You haven't met me yet. Just me trying to fit a whole lot into 5 minutes and always missing something out. So now I'm gonna do it. When's the last time you stepped out of your comfort zone? Not just in the big dramatic moments like an instant reaction, but in the small everyday situations like being honest in relationships or even at your doctor's surgery. How did it feel? Empowering, liberating, a little uncomfortable? What? But you did it. And what about the fear of rejection? The thought that maybe, just maybe, if you speak your truth, people won't like you anymore. Is that something you're worried about? But what if the opposite is true? What if by standing up for yourself, you actually gain more respect and even from people who might not agree with you? There's a certain admiration there just because you said what they wanted to, and you might just inspire them to one day do the same. Your needs matter and your feelings deserve to be heard. If they're different from those around you, are you not worth defending? Don't doubt yourself. How do you feel when you stay silent and the moment has passed? Frustrated, resentful, happy, peaceful? Are you just going along with what others want because it's easier? Why would you put others' needs above your own? And how long do you think you can keep up being silenced before it starts affecting your well-being? Even though we've been conditioned to think that standing up for yourself is being confrontational or rude, it's not. If you speak your truth early and articulate yourself well, then it's simple. It's simply about showing where your boundaries lie, which will always protect your peace. It doesn't matter how others react as long as you have been respectful. Don't allow anyone to manipulate your conscience. Practice asserting yourself with respect, not just for others, but for yourself. When we hold on to things too long, they come out all wrong. That's when it appears or becomes confrontational. For peace sake, speak your truth early. If every time someone crosses a boundary say, "Hey, I'm not okay with that," how do you think it would change your life? How do you think it would feel? Scary or liberating? And what is the worst that can happen? Okay, so if the people around you didn't agree with you, didn't like your boundaries, or even got upset, how would that affect you? Are you going to continue to please others or secure your own well-being? I used to compromise myself all the time, but no one was ever grateful, so I unapologetically learnt to please myself. Practice standing up for yourself in little ways. Instead of saying nothing, you said, "I just need some space," or "I don't agree with that." Could you do that? Try starting with small moments. Stand up and stop sacrificing yourself. Start advocating for your needs, your feelings, your happiness. Are you not worth it? I'm not saying it's easy. It's going to take practice and a lot of courage at first. But every time you do stand up for yourself, you get stronger. And with time, you're not even going to think about it because you'll know it's time to express yourself. You don't have to do it perfectly. Just one small moment at standing up in your truth is a start. I'd love to hear what you think. What are your barriers? What are the barriers, and how do you think you could overcome them? Talk to me. Between us, we will find a way. Remember, your voice matters. Without a voice, you're a victim. Well, thank you for listening. Never forget to be good to yourself and others, and smile regardless. Take care of your wonderful self, and I'll see you next week. All the best.